Diets and workouts, you've done the work, so why can't you get to your goal weight? That's because up to 70% of your weight is predetermined by your genetics. So while you've been told that it's all about your willpower, you're actually fighting your biology. Don't do it alone. Found's Doctor Design program uses medication as part of a treatment plan that targets your body's unique biological needs so that your body works with you and not against you. Take the quiz at joinfound.com to see if Found's weight loss program is right for you.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In the year 247, in the Age of Judges, Vartan was summoned home after the death of his father. Upon his return, Vartan discovered something evil festering beneath the city of EternoA. With the help of some very unlikely allies, Vartan works to uncover the mysteries of his hometown and put an end to the nightmares that plague his people. Welcome to Ethereal Embrace. Hey, that's me, Vartan. Stick to the plan, stick to the plan, stick to the plan. Wait, what did Baya just say? I wonder if this is going to make us miss breakfast. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to greet them. Here we go.
Day 2. Moragan rides toward the rear of the party. Her horse, a beautiful white painted mare, has carried Moragan for 3 weeks of travel across the continent of Isan. This is her first visit to Isan, but it's a pretty beautiful, temperate continent. Her party is made up of one priest of Greyhawk, a robin that goes by the name Tormund, and 8 doves, including Moragan. The doves do not have designated ranks to define the group, but instead the party elects a team lead for each individual assignment. Ahead of Moragan rides Dove Bree, the elected leader for this assignment. Next to Bree is her pair, Dove Annalyn. Doves always travel in pairs for security and strength. Morgan's own pair is Dove Sean, and she rides to her left. Of all the doves in this piteousness, Sean is the quietest in the group. With that said, she is also a fantastic fighter. All the doves are great fighters, but Sean may be one of the finest Moragan has ever sparred with. The 4 remaining doves trail behind Moragan and Sean, but not far, bringing up the rear. The party did not send anyone to scout ahead, as they were promised these specific roads were typically bandit-free. The knowledge of demon attacks in the city of EternoA was the deciding factor in Dove Bree's decision to stay in a group. Demons are not likely to set traps along a highway. They are more aggressive and violent, so they're more likely just to charge ahead into a group to fight them. Bree calls back to Moragan and asks you to join her at the head of the line.
Yes. Can I help you?
Yes, I was just speaking with Robin Tormund earlier this morning. He mentions that there are maybe 2 divisions of some type of law enforcement in the city. He mentioned a furbog that is new to town. His name is Vartan. He's the son of Kyrian, the man who died. I've been thinking about it throughout the morning, and I think I've decided that I'm going to split you up. I want you to keep an eye on Vartan when we get there, and I'm going to have Sean keep an eye on this Brass Cane character who seems to lead the city guard. I figure you 2 are my best investigators, and you'd be the best suited to tail these people. I would like you to debrief with each other each night whenever you get a chance. And then you can decide who will debrief me every day or so, whenever it's convenient. Does this work for you?
That sounds fine, ma'am. Absolutely.
Very good. I believe I'm going to have Annalyn and myself stick with Robin Torman while we're there, and I'll separate the other 4 to police the city, or at least shadow the city guard, and make sure everything is on the level.
Very good, ma'am. Do we know where I will find this Vartan?
I am not certain, but I have heard he's good friends with Brasscane, at least from one of the letters that Robin Torman read to me. I will do my best to get you connected with him at some point.
Very good, ma'am.
All right, as you were. And she dismisses you back to the back. Robin Torman rides next to you, and you can see him trying to fumble around with a journal, and he's trying to dip his quill into a little ink jar while he rides. But you guys are moving at a decent walk on your horses. Like, you're not running or anything, but it's not very comfortable, and he's getting very frustrated. But he looks up to you and gives you a head nod as you fall back into line. The doves do not report to Robin Torman by any means. So while he is technically higher than them in the church, you don't take orders from him. In fact, you only take orders from Dove Bree, and only because your piteousness, which is the group of doves, have elected her. All right. And back to Eterno. Baya and Vartan, you come out of the woods, and just as you get through the tree line, Amber, the city guard that works for Brasscane, she comes running out to you at the wood line, and she's completely out of breath. And she goes, Vartan, Greystone, hold on 1 second, jeez.
Yeah, catch your breath.
Greystone sent me to find you. Whew. The robin is here, the doves. They've arrived and they're waiting at your stable.
All right, yeah, we gotta hurry.
All right, you hurry up. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna take a second. Whew. Running in armor is not easy. Like, who does this? And
yeah, is it starting to be morning now?
yeah, yep.
Okay. As we start running away, I'm gonna ask Baya. I was like, "Hey, should we send her in there to that camp? She might be able to see something we couldn't during the day."
Yeah, before we head to the stable, why don't we tell her about the camp? Tell all of them about the camp.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stop and yell out to Amber, like, "Hey, Amber."
Yeah, Vartan.
Yeah. Can you see our trail in the woods there?
She takes a few steps towards the woods and readjusts her armor and pulls a little bit on the neck of the breastplate to give her some breathing room and says, "Yeah, I think I can make it out. You trampled through this brush. It's going to be pretty easy to follow."
I did. Yeah, head in there. There's a camp in there. See if you can find anything now that it's daylight.
A camp? Okay.
Of course, take your time. I don't mean right this moment. Catch your breath first. Get some water. But just don't lose that trail that we made. I know it'll be hard, but just in case. As soon as you feel up to it, go check that out. Because that's the camp where we believe the murderers of the family stayed.
What? I'm not going to go back there alone then. I'm going to grab a couple more of the guard first.
Yeah, catch your breath. Get some help.
All right. Thanks. I guess. Yeah. I'll grab 2 more and we'll go check it out. Was there anyone there when you were there?
Yeah, Amber, I do think that they're long gone. They were gone as soon as they got back to the camp. There's no sign of where they went after they arrived at the camp, but they are not there.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Yeah. I'll still grab 2 more guards and we'll head that way right now. I won't dally.
Of course.
We'll take off running again.
So you run through town, you pass through the bricks, and you get on the main road and right back to your house. And you see there a Robin is dressed in full Greyhawk priestly garb. You see 8 doves standing outside your stables on your property. With them is Bastille, who looks very apologetic, just sorry. So sorry that they're even here. Talmika, who looks excited to see them. Timorin, Brasscane, and Judge Greystone, who Brasscane and Judge Greystone are doing their best to put on their business face. Greystone says, Vartan, please make your way over to help me greet our guests.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. Has anybody spoken to them yet?
They have just arrived.
Okay.
So they're like in the middle of dismounting right now. So it looks like Amber or someone kind of ran through the town and gathered up everybody, and all the main people went right to the house, but they maybe beat you by a couple minutes.
Okay. And what did we call ourselves again? The city, the Eye. What did we call ourselves again? The Eye of Eterno.
The Eye.
What did Eterno's Eye?
Eterno Private Eyes.
I think it was just. I don't think we put private.
It was just Eye.
Yeah, because we don't want to be.
Eterno.
Yeah, because we don't want to be private. We're sanctioned by the city.
That's right. Yeah. Do we want Eye of Eterno or Eterno's
Eyes?
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds kind of cultish.
I'm here for it. Eterno's Eyes. It sounds like some sort of like creepy CCTV kind of.
It does.
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah.
I kind of like it.
All right, Eterno's Eyes.
Eterno's Eyes. We're the official investigators of the city. Yeah.
Our heroes will be right back after these messages.
Hey guys, it is Ryan. I'm not sure if you know this about me, but I'm a bit of a fun fanatic when I can. I like to work, but I like fun too. It's a thing. And now the truth is out there. I can tell you about my favorite place to have fun. Chumba Casino. They have hundreds of social casino style games to choose from with new games released each week. You can play for free anytime, anywhere. And each day brings a new chance to collect daily bonuses. So join me in the fun. Sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18 plus.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hello, listeners. If you are enjoying the show and would like to take a look at a way to support the cast while getting yourself some nice perks, please consider our Patreon. We offer ad-free listening as well as this entire season if you select the binge tier or higher on our Patreon. Plus, you'll be directly supporting our cast for their work, as our team over at Creative Typo have begun to pay our voice actors for our performances. So check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Creative Typo. I would also like to give a big shout out to our executive producer from Patreon, Nick Mead. Thank you, Mead. We truly appreciate your support. Now, back to the town of Eterno.
So Vartan, I think that what we spoke about, and I'm Baya saying this as we're running up, is that we are officially EternoA's eyes, and we are the city investigators, and they have come at a very terrible time. We're smack in the middle of our investigation, and everything that they do here in the city is going to be an inconvenience. I don't think we should word it that way. That's not very nice. Maybe, just make sure that they don't, go anywhere without us, just so we can make sure that there's no clues or something that we overlooked or missed without, they can go places, but just have us accompany them. Mm-hmm. That way, it slows them down significantly, and they leave.
Yeah, I agree. I guess nobody's welcomed them into town yet?
Yeah, Greystone waved you to join him as he was walking up to them, so he kind of slowed his gait for you to catch up so you could all arrive as a group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we talked about us being the ones to greet him, so he knows that we're kind of in charge.
All right. Oh, hey there. Robin Torman, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I am Robin Torman, and these are the Doves. And who am I speaking with?
Oh, well, first of all, welcome to Eterno. I'm Vartan.
Oh, thank you, Vartan.
It seems that you've come at a very unfortunate time, Robin.
I don't see how that could be, considering I sent a letter saying that I was coming. You had time to prepare, no?
Well, it's not that. Well, last night, there was a murder.
Oh.
It wasn't a demon or anything like that. It was humans. And we just started an investigation. I've been up all night. I haven't even slept. So, we want to make sure that you're taken care of while you're here. And I'm part of EternoA's eyes. We are the investigation team here in EternoA. And we, I can assure you we will have somebody to help guard you for your entire time here. And I will do my best to accompany you as much as I can. Please ask you to not go, you and your party, to not go wandering around without being accompanied right now. We'll get to the bottom of this, and I'll assure you that.
You're doing a great job, Vartan. Good job.
It sounds as if we have actually come at the perfect time to help you out. You see, I come with a piteousness of doves, Greyhawk's finest soldiers, and they can help you with your investigation. No murderers can hide long when a piteousness is around to investigate. I personally cannot speak on their behalf, but I'm sure Dove Bree, who is their lead, would be happy to assist you. And Dove Bree steps up and says, "Yes, I am well versed in murder investigations. I can have a couple of my best investigators assist. And as for the rest of us, we will adhere to your guidelines to the best of our ability. Obviously, the Robin's protection is our utmost concern, but aside from that, we'll do everything within the limitations of the city."
Listen, Bree, beautiful name, by the way. as much as we appreciate your offering of help, no one really knows the city as well as the residents. No one knows the people as well as we do, and unfortunately, no offense, but I think that your assistance will be more of a hindrance and possibly a danger than helpful. You understand, right?
I think I understand perfectly. Bree has dismounted. She was saying that stuff as she was like getting down and stuff. And she turns around and walks back to two other doves. And go ahead and give me a DC 13 perception check, Baya and Vartan.
Okay. And can I also roll insight on when she said, I understand that perfectly?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
to
that
see
was...
if she was being like, okay, you're bad guys. You'll die now. 9.
I got a 26.
Okay. All right. So, Baya, you don't hear it, but Vartan, you do. So let's figure out how that works. But let's resolve the insight check as well. Go ahead and make an insight check.
6.
Yeah, as far as you can see, you think that she feels a little out of place, being put in her place. She's used to being the pinnacle of authority, but it seems like she'll adhere to the rules that were just laid out in front of her. Vartan, you hear, however, she walks over to two other doves and says, Dove Sean, I believe that they are not going to want our direct support, so I think you're going to have to shadow your target. Dove Moragan, I will give you free rein as to your target on how you'd like to proceed, but it seems like they don't want to play nice with us.
I can be persuasive. I'll go talk to them.
Yes, I think that would be best. I am going to have Dove Winter and Dove Calbraid house the horses. Let me see if I can get that resolved real quick. And she will turn around and walk back. While she was having that conversation, Tormund says, I can see why you wouldn't want to have assistance from outsiders, but I beseech you to think it over. Maybe they could be of use to you. Maybe not. Anyway, Vartan, I've heard of you. In the letters, you are much bigger than I had imagined.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you ain't never seen a furbolg before.
I've not really. They aren't very prominent in my area of the world, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah. Well,
well, now you've met one, and this is their normal size, so mostly normal. So, good job for you for being a little bit more cultured now.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that you kind of made a point. If we have more eyes on, say, clues or information or looking at stuff, maybe someone else can see something that we don't. But the most important thing that we want to make sure happens is that nobody goes somewhere without either myself, Vartan, or Brasscane, or Magno, or Judge Greystone.
And I hate to be a nuisance, but which one of you are Brasscane and Judge Greystone?
Well, I'll let them introduce themselves.
Yeah, but Bastille actually hops up to stand in front of Tormund and introduces everyone and says their station. While he's going through introductions and being very formal about it, Dove Bree comes back over to you and in a much more hushed tone says, I believe this is the stable we were instructed to use when we got to town. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it is accurate.
Oh.
And I kind of want to apologize for how... Well, I'll save it for later.
Okay.
But yes, there's the stable.
Sure. How much are you charging per day to stable the animals? And do you have someone to care for them?
I'm going to lean down to Baya and be like, how much you think? We didn't talk about that.
I was thinking free if they take care of them themselves. That makes sense, right? I feel bad.
Hey, that'll keep,
I know we want them to leave, but I just can't. It's different if Cody's, overcharging them, but it feels weird me making a decision to overcharge someone. I mean, just tell them donation to the city or the church or you.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, I would say
that would split them up more.
Yeah, I say it would be silly for like anything. Like I feel like 10 silver a day would be standard for horses.
Okay.
I mean, an average drink's like 5 silver. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, not here. How much gold did we spend on a full breakfast? It's expensive, Nico.
Yeah, you know what? If you take care of the horses yourself, we'll let you stay here for whatever you feel like donating to the city.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Yeah. She clicks her fingers together and looks over her right shoulder, and one of the doves that is leading the horses toward the stable unhooks a small money bag from her belt and chucks it to Dove Bree. Bree catches it and then hands it over and says, there should be 30 gold pieces in here. I think that might be a good donation to start us off.
Yeah, sounds good. Appreciate it.
And I'll have 2 of the doves take care of the horses. So, yes, is there feed in the barn that they can use? Will that gold help take care of that cost?
Yeah, there should be plenty stocked right now, yeah.
Very good. Now, I believe I heard something in the report about a demon attack. Is that accurate? And at this point, she waves Moragan up to be a part of the conversation. Thank you for listening to this episode of Ethereal Embrace, a Creative Typo production. Vartan the Furbog Fighter is voiced and played by Adam Culbertson. Baya Rustin, the half-elf sorcerer, is voiced and played by Tisha. Moragan, the human monk, is voiced and played by Nari Kwak. And I am Nico, your GM. Please remember to drop us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcatcher. Music provided in part by Midnight Syndicate, makers of the original Dungeons & Dragons soundtrack. If you would like to support our show or any of our other shows, you can join our family of patrons at patreon.com/creative typo. Remember, be safe, we love you all, and stay foolish.